The Renaissance. The era from about 1450 to 1600 was called the Renaissance, which translates to rebirth, because people wanted to recreate the artistic and scientific glories of ancient Greece and Rome. Renaissance music is vocal and instrumental music written and performed in Europe during the Renaissance era. The musical Renaissance began about 100 years after the beginning of the Renaissance as it is understood in other disciplines. As in other arts, the music of the period was significantly influenced by the developments which defined the early modern period. The rise of humanistic thought, increased innovation discovery, the growth of commercial enterprises, the rise of the bourgeois class, and the Protestant Reformation. It was also a time of discovery. The new printing press brought music to the homes of the growing middle class. The invention of the Gutenberg printing press in 1439 made it cheaper and easier to distribute music and music theory text on a wider geographic scale and to more people. Prior to the invention of printing, written music and music theory texts had to be hand-copied, a time-consuming and expensive process. Demand for music as entertainment and as a leisure activity for educated amateurs increased with the emergence of the bourgeois class. European society became more secular or non-religious, and concerts were featured in the halls of the nobility. An entertaining form of secular song was the madrigal, sung by 4 or 5 voices at many special occasions. Instrumental music became popular as new string, brass, and woodwind instruments were developed. A form of church music was the motet, with 3 or 4 independent vocal parts. In the new Protestant churches, the entire congregation sang chorales, which are simple melodies in even rhythms like the hymns we hear today. Important Renaissance composers were Josquin-des-Prez, Palestrina, Monteverdi, William Byrd, and Thomas Tallis. You can find an example of Tallis's work in your book under the title Tallis Canon. Some major world events that occurred during the Renaissance period are, in chronological order, the invention of the Gutenberg printing press in 1454, Columbus traveling to America in 1492, Martin Luther igniting the Protestant Reformation in 1517, Magellan circling the globe in 1519, Copernicus beginning modern astronomy in 1543, and the first European contact with Japan in 1549.